I think people hear the word self-care and have different.
Understanding.
Yep.
Well,
So
we were talking
Mhm.
earlier, if sorry, I
mhm.
don't know, and we were talking about self-care, and then I was telling her I had this download of what how I was seeing self-care as like doing the physical things, like, oh,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get my hair done, I'm gonna go get my nails done, get
Mhm.
my lashes, and do all these things that, yeah, they do make me feel good, and they're really, it is, that is self-care. But
Mhm.
then, and then I had this realization of, oh, but is those things, is it nourishing my soul, nurturing my soul? And
Mhm.
so that was like, for me, I understood, like, I had this connection where it's like self-care is good, and are those things nourishing the soul within, to where I feel rested and feel loved? Sometimes just sitting on the couch cuddled up in a blanket and reading a
It's
book,
that's
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 self-love,
exactly
that's
right.
self-care, that's nourishing. So our manicures and pedicures, that's the physical aspect
Mhm.
of things, but like really, like, what's like feeding that soul for you?
Mhm.
Like, what's feeding your soul? And like when you're done, you feel
Mhm.
just like full.
And then
Yeah.
also it's allowing yourself to have that time without feeling guilty.
Mhm.
I think a
Mhm.
lot of us, especially in this A-type personality world we live in, it's just like let's go, and I'm part of it too. And sometimes, it's hard for me to stop, and I'm learning and relearning again how to like really take time for myself, which means that if my cup is full, then I can share and give to everyone else. But you know, if you work all day and if you are running on empty and you come home and you have to cook dinner and you have to feed your children and you have to take care of your husband, I mean, it's like it's ready. You can pull your hair out.
Mhm. Mhm.
And especially for women, like we are going through cycles. And I would also say, PMS is a big, big thing that it goes, I think we're talking about it, but the true impact of PMS, it's severe. I mean, we need to recognize this as well.
Mhm.
It affects all of us. And my husband Gary, he thinks he figured out, and he thinks I said, well, if this is really what you figured out, every man be will be following you. I
Mhm.
said this would be like saving the world, because it's important, first of all, for us women to recognize that this is a time for me.
Mhm.
I need to allow myself to be soft. I
Mhm.
need to allow myself to receive love, because
Mhm.
I personally find that this is the time when I want to be hugged. I want to be, talk softly. I want gentle things in my life. So
The do is not a
it's
part of
not
it.
exactly, but if I'm pushed into do-do-dos, and if I am kind of surrounded by people of that energy, I feel this resentment
Mhm.
and kind of bitterness, and this wave of anger coming up, and then I start judging myself and be like, why am I feeling this? But this is not the way I'm supposed to feel. And so it's this kind of like dialogue in your head constantly that, but I'm learning to,
Mhm.
like, just before this time as well, just kind of like, take a deep breath and go take a bath, go for a walk, like
Mhm.
connect to that side of you without feeling guilty.